He's had back-to-back top fives. Could have been 4 straight top 10s, but he finished 16th at Coda, but had a penalty for running off the course. And his worst finish this year is 19th at Phoenix. Everything else has been, top 16. Is he finally getting to the point where he's ready to break this long drought?
Yeah, and it looked for a while like it was going to happen this weekend. And I think when he hopped out of the car, the biggest thing you hear from him is like, it was fun to be in contention again. It was fun to have a shot at a win and run up front. And, we all know just how tough last year was with him, with the injury and coming back and, not being in contention for wins for much of the season. That stuff can beat you down, and you can go one of two ways. You can fold or you can work harder. And it seems like, Chase has really taken it to heart and worked harder. And another point of that, when you see your teammates and Kyle Larson and William Byron going out there dominating, you take that type of stuff personal. And it looks like to that point, Chase is taking it personal, and he's starting to get back to the point where he's obviously clicking with Alan Gustafson, and they're calling good races, and they're putting themselves in position to win. And, it's a cliche we've said, it's only a matter of time, but, he's a past champion. He hasn't forgotten how to win. It's just about getting back in the rhythm of doing that, and he's close to doing that again. And I think they're starting to really get that confidence needed to be at the top of their game once again.
Feel the same way, Davey?
100%. Yeah. And I think that was my takeaway too after the race. Like Josh said, he was saying it's good to be back in the mix, because it's crazy to say, but he hasn't really been in the mix for the last year. I mean, you could probably count on one hand the amount of races that he's been running up front with a legit shot at winning. But for a lot of that race on Sunday at Martinsville, when he took the lead on the restart and was pulling away, thought that might be the day. I think that Dawsonville was sounding or greasing up the siren, ready to ring it again. But it's going to come soon for sure. And I think, again, kind of like Ty, when Chase is able to break back through that door, I feel like that'll happen again for him multiple times this season. And given where Hendrick is right now, Larson having won already, Byron having won 3 times already, Alex Bowman, I know he wasn't in the 1, 2, 3, 4 for Hendrick, but he's been running better compared to his performance last year after he got hurt. So I think right now, Chase Elliott's got to be feeling pretty solid. To your point about Coda, too, I mean, he was not going to win that race, but 16th does not tell the full story there. That track limits penalty did him in, and if it wasn't for that, he probably would have gotten the top 10, maybe even knocking on the door of a top 5. So Chase Elliott Nation, rest assured, your boy is getting his performance back. The mojo is slowly but steadily coming back, and I think the 9 car may be in victory lane in not too distant future.